السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. أما بعد، أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. ربي زدني علما. اللهم لا سهل إلا ما جعلته سهلا وأنت تجعل الحزن إذا شئت سهلا. أهلا وسهلا ومرحبا بكم. I welcome you all to the class of دروس اللغة العربية لغير الناطقين بها, and we are today going to start with lesson number 16. And inshallah ta'ala, this lesson is all about كل جمع مؤنث. كل جمع مؤنث, that is the plural of غير عاقل is treated as a singular, feminine. So what is aqil and what is غير عاقل? Well, aqil is aqil in Arabic is we have aqil and غير عاقل. Aqil is human beings, of course, angels and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Those are the aqil, the jinn also, the aqil. While the غير عاقل is everything except these, be it the animals, be it the plants, be it the mountains, be it the rivers, be it the books, every non-living thing, as well as living things except human beings and jinn and angels, of course, right? So except all these things, the plurals are treated as singular feminine, and this is what is the lesson about. About the غير عاقل plurals are treated as singular feminine. It is something which is different than the other languages because it is not there in the English language, right? It is not there in the English language or other languages. It is only in Arabic. I mean, as far as I know, it could be there in other language, but we don't. Language which we know, it is not there. This is a unique concept in the Arabic language. So any ismul ishara we bring, any adjective we bring, any ismul mawsul we bring, the relative pronouns, the demonstrative pronouns, anything we bring relating to the plurals of the ghair aqil, the non-intelligent things like animals or something, books or pens and things and mountains and whatever, then we will treat them as singular feminine. And this is something which many people get shocked, but this is how it is in Arabic language. So the haulai and ulaika, especially in the demonstrative pronouns, are used only for humans. I mean, only for the aqil beings, the intelligent beings. So let's read the lesson, inshallah. Very short lesson, not much here, but this is what it is. I mean, about the kullu jama' muannath. So what is the rule is kullu jam'in ghayri aqilin muannasun. Right? Kullu jam'in لغير عاقل مؤنث. كل جمع لغير عاقل مؤنث. Yeah, I think this is كل جمع لغير عاقل. So we'll just say كل جمع مؤنث is also fine. كل جمع مؤنث, I mean كل جمع لغير عاقل مؤنث. I mean every plural of غير عاقل is مؤنث. Is treated as singular feminine, right? Whether the thing is masculine or feminine, whatever it is, if it is a plural and it is a plural of غير عاقل, then we have to use the muannas singular feminine. Even not plural, the singular feminine, right? The singular muannas. Okay, inshallah we'll get a good idea once we start the lesson, inshallah. So let's begin the lesson. Al-Mudarris, the teacher says, Liman hadhihi al-aqlamu ya Muhammadu. See, liman, we've learned in the previous lessons, liman is whose, because li is a harfu jar, is a preposition, and man is who. So liman is for whom or whose, right? Liman, like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will say on the day of judgment, limanil mulkul yawm, right? Limanil mulkul yawm, lillahil Wahid al-Qahhar. He'll reply on his own and he'll say Lillahi al-Wahid al-Qahhar. So liman, whose? Hadihi. Now we have hadihi. Hadihi. Liman hadihi. We are not saying haulai. Okay. But when we translate it back, we will say it as whose are these? Right? These. Liman haulai. These. I mean liman hadihi al-aqlam. We won't say because hazihi on its own means this. Right? Haza, its feminine is hazihi. Now this hazihi means this, right? But when it is joined to a ghair aqil plural, we will translate this as these. Because in English, we don't have such a concept like it is treated as this. But in Arabic, we have to use a, we won't say haulai, never. Right? We will say hadihi. Liman hadihil aqlamu. Whose are these pens? Hadihi, singular feminine. Kullu jama muannas. Ya Muhammadu. And we learned in previous lessons that whenever we get a ya and there's a name, right, we will drop the tanween because without the ya, the name is Muhammadun, right? Muhammadun with a tanween. But whenever we join a ya, it becomes ya Muhammadu. So liman hadhil aqlamu, and we learn the plural of qalam is aqlam, pens. Liman hadhil aqlamu ya Muhammadu. Liman hadhil aqlamu ya Muhammadu. Whose pens are these? Or whose are these pens, O Muhammad? Hiya. Oh, see, we have hiya. We won't say hunna or hum or hua. Singular feminine. So it might sound little weird now. Why are we saying hiya now? Because we treat that this as singular as well as feminine, right? But when we are translating, because hiya means she, right? But when we are translating it, we will translate this as they, because in English we will say they, but we won't say hum because the literal word for they is hum, right? In Arabic, hum or hunna. But here we will say hiya, li, it belongs to me. I mean, they belong to me, right? They belong to me. They belong to me. Hiya li, ya ustadu, o teacher. Hiya li, ya ustadu, o teacher. They belong to me, o teacher, right? Hiya li. So this is something weird in the Arabic language, but this is how it is. This is how it is. And we have to understand that it is treated as singular feminine, singular and as well as feminine. Hiya jamilatun jiddan. They are beautiful, very beautiful. See, we're talking about the pens, but we're talking as if it's a feminine being, right? As if it's feminine thing or something. Hiya, she is very beautiful, but the translation here is they are very beautiful. And see, we won't use the plural of jamilat. We won't say jamilatun. We will say jamilatun, singular feminine for everything. For everything. Right? Here, jamilatun jiddan. They are very beautiful, is how we will translate. Because we understand the context. You understand we're talking about pens, right? And they are treated as singular feminine. That's why here jamilatun jiddan. They are very beautiful. وَهَذِهِ الْكُتُبُ الْجَدِيدَةُ أَهِيَ لَكَ. هَذِهِ, see, we brought the demonstrated pronoun. Ahadihil kutub, and these books, right? And we will translate hazi as these. And we won't say haulai, right? Not these. Uh, we will say hadihi. Hadihil kutub al jadidatu. Again, the adjective came here. We won't say the plural. We will use the singular feminine. Jadidatu. Instead of jadidatu, we have to use the singular feminine. This is the rule. Ahadihil kutub al jadidatu. Ahiya. Again, hiya. Right? Like a singular feminine. Ahiya laka, right? Do they belong to you? These books, do they belong to you? وهذه الكتب الجديدة أهي لك, and these books, new books, do they belong to you? See, I'm translating this here as they. Do they belong to you? Muhammad says, La hiya li Hamidin. No, they belong to Hamid. Right? Hiya li Hamidin. Not hunna or hum li Hamidin. No. Hum and hunna are always used for the aqil beings. Like haula and ulaika. Similarly, hunna and hum are always used for human beings itself. When you say whom they, that means you're talking about humans only. I mean, aqil beings, that is angels or jinn, but generally it is humans, right? Because we are not in contact with angels and jinn as such, right? La hiya li hamidin. No, they belong to Hamid. Li Hamidin, jar majrur, right? Jar majrur shibu jumla khabar. Al mudarris. Aina dafatirukum ya ikhwanu? Where are your notebooks, oh brothers? Aina dafatirukum. We learned previously. Daftar, the plural is dafatir. So, and when a pronoun joins a noun, it becomes mudaf and mudaf ilayh, right? Where are your notebooks? Your all, right? Kakumakum. Rabbuka, rabbukuma, rabbukum. Aina dafatirukum ya ikhwan. Where are your notebooks, oh brothers? Hiya huna ala hadha al-maktabi. They are here on this table. Hiya huna ala hadha al-maktab. They, not she, because you're talking about notebooks, right? Notebooks, all these notebooks. They are here on this table. They are here on this table. Maktab is table, right? And Allah, because of Allah, the effect this became majroor, but it doesn't show because this is a fixed word. It's called mabni. Mabni words don't show their signs, right? It should actually be hala hadi. It should become kasra, but it doesn't happen. Right? It doesn't happen. So what happened? The word after it is called badal. Any word which comes after demonstrative pronouns and has an alif lam, it is called badal. Right? Badal is something like a substitute. Right? Ala hadal maktabi, and it will take the case endings of this word because this is majroor, but it's mabni. So it ala hadal maktabi. If that is confusing, then what we can do is we can delete this ala. Then ala will hit directly here, right? So when haza comes in between, it won't change the case endings, right? That's how it is. If we delete this, it'll be alal maktabi, but we want to say on this table. There could be 100 tables. We want to say this table, so we'll bring a haza, and it doesn't affect the case ending, right? This will also affect like this, right? It will come here, the effect, and this will come here again, right? So this is the lesson. This is lesson very easy. Kullu jama muannas. This is how it is that all the plurals of ghair aqil is treated as singular feminine. Is treated as singular feminine, and we'll get a good idea inshallah once we do the exercise also. Inshallah tamarin. So read the following examples. تأمل الأمثلة الآتية. Ta'ammal is ponder on the following examples, or read whatever. Ta'ammal is ponder. Now, we have to be careful that if it is غير عقل plural, we have to use the singular feminine. غير عقل plural, we have to use the singular feminine. First one, see, mufrad. This is the singular, right? هذا طالب جديد. This is a new student, right? هو من أمريكا. He is from America. Right? Very simple. هذا طالب جديد. So we have a adjective coming here, not, right? An adjective. Lesson number 9, we've learned adjectives. And talibun is the man'ud, the thing being described, or sifa mawsuf, right? Anything. So هذا طالب جديد. هو من أمريكا. He is from America. Now I want to make this plural. So what will haza will become? The plural of haza is haulai. Talib, the plural of talib is tullab. Haulai tullabun. Jadid, plural is judud. Right? Haulai tullabun jududun. These are new students. Huwa min America. Instead of huwa, we'll say whom. They are. Right? These students, these are new students. They are from min America. Remains the same. So min America. Now, these both are normal ones, right? These both are for the aqil ones, the intelligent beings. Intelligent beings, right? Al-mufrad al-jam, the aqil, intelligent beings. Now we have something for the ghair aqil, the non-intelligent. That is the animals, books, plants, trees, birds, right? All these things are treated in this way. Al-mufrad, singular, there's no problem at all. Right? Singular, there's no problem. Now, singular. Hada kitabun jadidun. This is a new book. Huwa min America, it is from America. Right? Simple. Haza is same, right? Haza is same here. Jadidun is same, Jadidun is same here. And Huwa is also same, Huwa is also same. Right? Because there's no it in Arabic, so we have to use Huwa, right? Because we look at the thing, kitab is Huwa, because it's not feminine, so we don't say yeah. Then now we are learning in this lesson that any plural of ghair aqal will be treated as singular feminine. That's what happened. Haza, the singular feminine of haza is hazihi. This is how it is. We won't say haulai. No, never. Haulai. We won't say this, right? Haula is wrong. What do you have to say? Hazihi. Kitab, plural is kutub. This is fine. Kutub. Kutub is fine. Now the adjective will also be not used. The plural adjectives are used only for the human beings, the aqil, the intelligent, humans, angels, jinns, right? So jadidatun is what is used. So we will say hadihi kutubun jadidatun. These are new. But while translating, we translate as it is in English, right? We won't say hadihi is this because hadihi literally means this. But now hazihi means these because we know the context that we're talking about books, right? So in English we have to go back to the original rule, that is these. These are new books. Jadidatun. We should have used the plural, but we won't use the plural. We should have said jadidatun, but we won't say jadidatun because kullu jama muannas. Similarly here, whom, we won't use whom now. We will use hiya. We will use hiya. Hiya min America. She is from America. No, hiya literally means she, but we know the context now. We're talking about ghair aqil plural, so we'll translate this as they are from America. Because you're talking about books, right? We cannot say she to the books. But in Arabic, it is completely fine to club them up. That's what they're doing, right? They're just clubbing the ghair aqal plurals and treating as a singular female, right? As a female being. So that is how it is. That is what is there. And this rule is applied most of the time. Sometimes we can use the plurals, right? And it happens in the Quran sometimes. Rarely. Rarely. It happens. Like تلك الأيام المعدودات, right? Tilka is fine. We are using the singular feminine, but ayyam al ma'dudah, we had to use the singular. The count. These are some counted days. So there, the plural is used. The adjective, the plural is used. So sometimes you can say hadi kutubun jadidatun, right? We could do that. Or haulai kutubun jadidatun. That is also fine. But most of the time, 90% of the time, this is the rule in the Arabic literature. Kullu jama muannas, right? Kullu jama li ghayri aqilin muannas, right? Whatever happens, we will say kullu jama muannas. Okay, inshallah. So this was the first exercise. Let's go into the second. حول المبتدأ في كل من الجمل الآتية إلى الجمع. Change the subject in the following sentence to plural as shown in the example. Right? So we have some 16, 17, 19 examples. Right? 19 examples where we change the mubtada into the plurals. I mean the subject and the whole sentence as such into plurals. For example, misalun hadha baytun, hadhihi buyutun. Hadha baytun, this is a house. Hadhihi buyutun, these are houses. This is how we translate it. These are houses. Why? Because hazi is not this now anymore. We know we are talking about houses, so we have to say these are houses, right? While translation, we should be careful because it's not this houses, right? This is houses or this are houses. No, these are houses. So very easy, right? Once we understand the rule, then it'll become easy. Hada najmun. So we'll say haulai. We won't say haulai, right? We'll say hadihi nujumun. Right? We won't say haulai. We'll say hadihi nujumun. These are stars. Hadihi nujumun. Hada darsun. This is a lesson. So we'll say what? Hadihi durusun. Very easy. We just need to add hazi. Right? So he's trying to give us a good practice of, we'll use the singular feminine. Hada qalamun. We'll say what? Haulai qalamun. No. Right? Hadihi aqlamun. Hadihi aqlamun. Hadihi. These pens. Hada babun. What's the plural of hada? Is hazihi. In this case, right? Hadihi abwabun. Hadihi abwabun. These doors. Hada nahrun. This river. Hadihi anharun. Right? Hadihi anharun. Comes in the Quran. Anhar. Rivers. Streams. تجري من تحتها الأنهار. تجري من تحتها الأنهار. The gardens below which streams flow. Right? هذا جبل. هذه جبال. Mountains. جبال. هذه جبال. Everything is هذه. هذا كلب. Many people say, how like kilabun? No, it should be hadihi kilabun. Right? Hadihi kilabun. Hadihi kilabun. Hadihi kilabun. These dogs, yeah? These dogs. Because they are also ghair aqil. Okay, animals, we are not talking about living and non-living. Please don't get confused, right? Similarly, very simple. Hada baharun. This is a sea. Sea. Bahar is sea. Hadihi biharun. These are seas. I mean, these are seas, yeah. Hada kitabun. Hadihi kutubun. Right? Hada kitabun. This is a book. These books, how will I say? Hadihi kutubun. These books. Hadihi kutubun. Hada himarun. هذه حمر. What is the plural of حمار? حمر. هذه حمر. هذا سرير. This is a bed. How will I say these are beds? We won't say how will I again. We will say هذه سرر. سرير. The plural of سرير is سرر. Beds. سرر. هذا دفتر. هذه دفاتر. Right? هذه دفاتر. هذه دفاتر. Right? And notice this plural doesn't take tanween, because this is a mafailu pattern. Inshallah, we'll learn in the last lesson of this book about the ghair munsarif types, yeah, the chain restricted types. Hada maktabun. This is a table. You have to say hadihi. We won't say how like. Hadihi makatibu. This doesn't take tanween. Ghair munsarif. Hadihi makatibu. These tables. Hada fundukhun. This is a hotel. Hadihi fanadiqu. We are learning the plurals also. Fanadiqu. Plurals. Fanadiqu. Doesn't take tanween. Hadihi sa'atun. This is a watch. What will you do this for? Sa'atun. Anyone? This is a watch. We have already hazi here. So what will you do for this? Sa'atun. These are watches. Anyone has an idea? What will we hear? Sa'atun. These are watches. Okay. It'll be the same. It'll be the same, right? It'll be the same. It'll be hadihi sa'atun. Hadihi sa'atun. Right? Hadihi sa'atun. These are watches. These are watches. Hadihi sa'atun. These are watches. Hadihi sayaratun. This is a car. The plural will be هذه سيارات. هذه سيارات. Right? So it doesn't matter if it is masculine or feminine. Right? It doesn't matter if the thing is masculine or feminine. Right? The thing is masculine here and the thing is feminine here. It doesn't matter at all. The plurals are always, always, always singular feminine. Singular feminine. هذه طائرة. This is a plane. So what will you say? هذه طائرات. هذه طائرات. Now, can anyone tell me the next one, please? ذلك نجم. I want to say those stars. ذلك نجم. Those stars. Those stars. Najm plural is nujum, by the way. So what will I use? Those stars. Those are stars. Are stars. Those are stars. Tilka. Naam, we will use tilka. Jazakallahu khair. We will use tilka. Yes. We won't say ulaika. Right? Tilka nujumun. Right? Tilka nujumun. Similarly, tilka sayaratun. Again, tilka. Right? This is tilka because this is feminine, singular, anyways. Right? So it has to be tilka. Now, why is it tilka? Is because plurals of ghair aqil. تلك سيارات. تلك سيارات. Okay, inshallah. And now the same exercise again. We have to be careful. We'll not put numbers. Yeah, we'll not put numbers. We will try to do these. You have to use hada, hadi, or hawlai. You have to use hada, hadi, or hawlai. And we'll type all the hada, hadi, and hawlai. Okay? We have to be careful now. First one. Hada, hadi, hawlai. Which one? This is a man. Hada. Naam. Hada. Rijalun. These are men. Hawlai. Naam. Hawlai. Right? Hawlai. This will give you a good idea, right? About everything. Right? About the pronouns. Because this is just the basics. So we should try to understand. Kalbun. A dog. Kalbun means a dog. هذا نعم هذا كلب. كلاب. كلاب. Not haza. If that was the previous one, yes. For the third one, it was haza. For the fourth one, kilab is plural of dogs. These are dogs. Hadihi, yes. This is what is the correct answer. Hadihi kilabun. Ahsan. Durusun. These are dogs. These are lessons. That's why I give numbers. Hada durus. No, no. Plural this is. Dars is singular. Hadihi, naam, hadihi again. Teachers, these are teachers. Haulai, naam, haulai. See, haulai doesn't have a ka, okay? Many people make that mistake. It's not haulai ka, it's haulai, okay? Even my students in school, they say haulai ka. So, akhawati, akhawati. What is akhawati? Sisters, my sisters, akhawati. Haulai, naam, haulai, akhawati. Aqlamun, pens. Hadihi, yes. This is what you are learning. Hadihi aqlamun. Kitabun. Hada kitabun. Very simple. I'll help some of them out. Hada kitabun. Sayyaratun. These are cars. Same. Hadihi again. Yeah. Hadihi again. Because these are cars. Sayyarat is plural of ghayr aql. Naam. Sayyaratun. 11th one. Sayyaratun. Hadi again, yes. This is because this is singular female animals, right? We will use hazi. This is a car, and we will translate this is a car. Himarun, donkey. This is a donkey. Hada, this is masculine, so we will use hada. Kutubun, this is plural, so hadihi. Plural is hazi. Nam. Homorun, donkeys. Again, plural, hadihi. Right? Homor, homor. Donkeys. Ainun, هذه عين is Feminine, if you remember, we did it before. Yes, Nam. Body parts which are in pairs is feminine. So hadihi Nam, hadihi. Because ayn is an eye, and eyes are generally in pairs, right? Unless a person has only one. Tabibatun. Last two. Hadihi also. Hadihi tabibatun. Hadihi tabibatun. And tabibatun. Doctors. Doctors. Tabibatun. Hazihi tabibatun. La. This is doctors. Doctors are generally intelligent beings. Female doctors. So what's the plural for intelligent beings? Haulai. Now, they could be non-intelligent also, but generally they are intelligent. So haulai tabibatun. These are doctors. So alhamdulillah, this is what it is, right? We have to be careful with the plural. So this exercise gives us a good idea of this lesson, yeah? Of this lesson. Same thing again, but now instead of the kharif, we will use the far. Ralika, tilka, ulaika. Ralika, tilka, ulka. No, so maybe uh, now we could do half of this and then half I could help or something. Right? So let's see. Talibun. Talibun is Zalika, right? Zalika Talibun. That is a student. Zalika Talibun. And remember, we write Zalika. Tullabun, these are aqil plurals of ulaika. Ulaika kal. Ulaika. Ulaika. Najmun. Zalika Najmun. That is a star. Nujumun. Here it will be Tilka. Right? Tilka Nujumun. Why? Because Ghairaqal plural is treated as singular. Bintun. What is this? Is Tilka again? Because it's singular feminine anyway, so Tilka. Banatun. What's this one, please? Banatun. Banatun, anyone? Ulaika, yes. Because girls, right? Ulaika. 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 It's the same. Ulaika is same for masculine, feminine, both of them. Darrajatun tilka. Darrajatun again tilka. Cycles. Right? Kullu jama muannas. Sarirun tilkas. No. This is Zalika. Right? Zalika. Because Sarirun is masculine. Sururun. Plural. Sarir plural is surur. Tilka. Those are beds. Those are beds. Tilka nam. Jazakallahu khair for participating. Tajajatun tilka. Right? Mudarrisatun tilka. No? Tilka again. That is a teacher. Female. Mudarrisatun ulaika. Right? Ulaika. Ulaika. And hajun. Hajun is the one who does hajj. Zalika. Zalika. Hujjajun ulaika. Ulaika. Nam. Ulaika. Hujjaj. Those are Hujjaj. Masjidun. Zalika masjidun. That is a masjid. And sayyaratun, last one, please. Tilka. So yes, alhamdulillah, it's not that difficult, right? Alhamdulillah. Right? And the exercise is so beautiful. They give us a good idea of the kullu jama muannas concept, right? Anything which we use, we will use it as a singular feminine. So this box also gives us a good summary. Asma'ul isharati lil qarib lil aqil. Right? This is for intelligent being. Asma'ul isharati lil qarib. Hada talibun, haulai tullabun. So haulai is used. Hadihi talibatun. This is a female student. And haulai tullab talibatun. أسماء إشارة للبعيد للعاقل again للعاقل ذلك طالب أولئك طلاب that is a student those are students تلك طالبة that is a female student أولئك طالبات أولئك طالبات but when it comes to the غير عاقل what happens is instead of هذا بيت will have هذه will have هذه بيوت we won't say هؤلاء right? And similarly, hazihi sayyaratun. This is hazihi because this is feminine, but this is again hazihi. Be it male or female, masculine or feminine, it will always, always, always be singular feminine, right? Similarly, zalika baytun, tilka buyutun. Those are houses. That is a house. Those are houses. Tilka sayyaratun, tilka again, tilka, tilka, right? Hazi, hazi. Because this is tilka because this is feminine, singular feminine, but this is tilka rusulun. That is because for broken plurals are treated as ghair aqil, broken plurals, right? Tilka rusulun, and that is also a point. Okay, broken plurals are treated as ghair aqil sometimes, not all the time. That is an exception. Inshallah, tilka rusul. faddalna ba'dahum ala ba'd. We won't say rasuluna. I mean, because the plural of rasul is rusul generally, and that is a broken plural, right? We learned in lesson 13 all the broken plurals, right? So broken plurals are generally treated as singular feminine. Hmm? Halas, that is how it is. So let's look some examples in the Quran for hazihi, and let's see where they have used, right? In the Quran, hazihi and haulai, have they always used as for singular feminine or for plurals also? Hadi. Oh, there's no hadi. Hadi in the Quran. Oh, hada should be there, of course. Oh, there's some spelling difference, I guess. Let's type just this. Right, this. This. Oh, that is why these guys are not searching. You have to type like this. And then hada comes 225 times hada. Right? Hada. This. This comes. Hada is used for hada alladhi, hada, hada. 225 times in the Quran. We want to search for hazihi, right? So let's just type this and then select hadihi. Yeah, we have hadi here. This is the spelling they want. This is haza. This is hazi. It comes 24 times in the Quran. 24 times hadihi. So see, this is singular, right? وَكُلَّا مِنْهَا رَغَدًا حَيْثُ شِئْتُمَا وَلَا تَقْرَبَا هَذِهِ الشَّجَرَةَ. This is singular, so hadihi is used perfectly fine. Because this is singular from hadihi, do not eat from this tree. وَإِذْ قُلْنَا ادْخُلُوا هَذِهِ الْقَرْيَةَ. Qarya is singular, so fine. قال أن يحيي هذه. Okay, this is also singular, fine. مثل ما ينفقون في هذه الحياة الدنيا, singular, fine. قضية, fine. أنعام, see, هذه came here. وقالوا ما في بطون هذه الأنعام خالصة لذكورنا. Right? They had some weird custom like that, like some cattle only the males should eat and all that. So هذه الأنعام, right? The naam is the singular, naam, because naam could mean two things. Yeah, naam could be yes, and another naam could be like cattle, singular of cattle. I don't know, like singular, some one sheep or something. Yeah, naam, and plural is anam, and hazi shajara again, hazi shajara again. Dunya is also feminine, by the way. Dunya, Waktub lana fi hadhihi dunya. Why is it feminine? It's feminine because it's culturally feminine. Simai is called, like people just made it feminine, like Shams, right? Some things are feminine because they are feminine, like the in a similar way. I mean, we just hear it, dunya. هذه القضية هذه الدنيا هذه الحق هذه الدنيا هذه الحياة. All are singular here. Yeah, tamasil here. Tamasil here. Tamasil are like idols. إذ قال لأبيه وقومه ما هذه التماثيل. What are these idols or images, right? Icons which you're worshipping. This is Ibrahim alayhi salam saying to his father, أنتم له عاكفون, right? To whom you are devoted to. إنما أمرت أن أعبد رب هذه البلدة. This is fine. Country, balda, village, town. قرية. هذه الحياة هذه الدنيا هذه الحياة. So many times هذه الحياة هذه الحياة. See? So many times. Yeah? يا قوم إنما هذه الحياة الدنيا متاع. This life of this world is أنهار. هذه الأنهار. Right? Pharaoh used to say, قال يا قوم أليس لي ملك مصر. Isn't it that the kingdom of Egypt is for me? وهذه الأنهار. And the rivers تجري من تحتي are flowing below me. أنهار is singular. هذه النار. هذه النار. Again, nar is also feminine, by the way. Nar, the Jahannam's fire. Why is it feminine? Again, Simai. There's no rule as such. We just need to know that this is feminine. Similarly, we learned one more word just now, right? An'am, not an'am. We learned something else is feminine. Dunya. Dunya is also feminine, right? Dunya. Nar. Okay, so this was Hazi. Now let's try for these. Haulai. Right? Haulai. Let's search for Haulai. 81 times these came. Haulai. Right? Haulai. It comes 46 times because these was translated as tilka. Now, haulai for human beings, shahidan, haulai, famali haulai al-qawm, right? Haulai. So it's all haulai is used for these people, polytheists. Everyone for people, right? People, haulai. قوم لا يؤمنون فدعا ربه أن حوله. These are all used for people. See, there's nothing غير عقل here. There's nothing. وما ينظر هؤلاء ثم يقول الملائكة هؤلاء إياكم كانوا يعبدون. This is all used for people. Then let's search for that. That is zalika. Zalika is obviously used for aqil plural, right? Zalika. Because kadalika is also used. Kadalika and does. Dalika, that. Now, if I search for these, we'll get tilka also now. Tilka. Now, tilka is, we had 24 times or something, hadihi. Let's see tilka. 41 times again, this also. Right? 41 times. Now, here tilka amaniyuhum. See? Tilka amani is like umniya is a singular. Amani is wishes. Those are the wishes. Qul hatu burhanakum in kuntum sadiqin. Right? Because the Jews say that only the Jews will go to heaven, and the Christian says only the Christians will go to heaven. So Allah says, Tilka. Those are just their wishes, kind of, yeah. So, Tilka amaniyum. Tilka ummatun. Tilka hududullah. We have Tilka hududullah here. Had is the singular. We have the ghayr aqil plural hudud. Those are the limits of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we use tilka here. Tilka hududullah. Tilka ashratun kamila is fine. Tilka hududullah. Tilka hududullah. Tilka rusul. This is what was asked. So the rusul, because it is broken plural. So sometimes what happens is we use, instead of saying ulaika rusul, we say tilka rusul, right? Because this is a broken plural. That's why we have tilka rusul. But ulaika should have come actually, right? Ulaika should have come actually, but we have tilka rusul because this is a broken plural. Tilka ayatullah, right? Ayat is also plural. Right? Tilkal ayyam nudawiluha bainan nas. These are the days, right? And these. So that's why they're translating as these, right? Because tilka literally means this. But Here it means these. So all these you see here, it is what? Tilka hujjatuna. And this tilka al-qura. Qura is the plural of qarya, villages. These are the towns. Tilka min amba al-ghayb. This, I mean, this is fine. Again, these here. Alif lam ra. Tilka ayatul kitab al-mubin. Right? Ayat is plural. Ghayra plural. Plural. And wherever is these. Tilka ayatul kitab wa Qur'an mubin. Tilka al-qura again. وما تلك, these again here. تلك آيات الكتاب المبين. See, so many times. تلك آيات الكتاب المبين. تلك آيات القرآن وكتاب مبين. طاسين. These. فتلك بيوتهم. See, بيوت is plural. Right? وتلك. Right? كل جمع مؤنث everywhere. تلك حدود الله. تلك الأمثال. تلك حدود الله. تلك آيات الله. تلك الجنة. Jannah is feminine. So that is why it's تلك الجنة. تلك مساكنهم. مساكنهم لم تسكن من بعدهم إلا قليلا. So these are all tilka. So wherever you find these, tilka hududullah. Tilka al-ayyamu nudawiluha bayna an-nas. So everywhere we have يمسسكم قرح وقد مس القوم قرح مثله وتلك الأيام. So alhamdulillah, this is what it is. This is what it is. The what do you call? Right? Tilka. You can search for those also. Let's search for those. Ulaika, right? Ulaika should only be used for masculine plural. I mean masculine or feminine plural. Ulaika ala hudam min rabbihim. It came 204 times. Ulaika alladhina ishtaraw al-hayata ad-dunya. Ulaika yu'minuna. It will not be used for plurals. ومن عاد فأولئك أصحاب النار. أولئك لهم عذاب أليم. For them is the painful punishment. أولئك الذين لعنهم الله. أولئك أعتدنا لهم عذابا أليما. وأولئك من الصالحين. They are from the salih people, righteous people. أولئك مأواهم جهنم. أولئك يدخلون الجنة. So many أولئكas, yeah? So many times it has been used. غير عقل, plurals. غير عقل, plural, inshallah. So this was the lesson 16. Let's see points to remember. Points to remember. In Arabic, nouns are classified rational, irrational. So these are all irrational plurals are treated as singular, feminine. Singular, feminine. هذه كتب جديدة هي صغيرة. الكتاب خرجت. الكلاب خرجت. Even verbs are also used as singular. Even verbs like al-kilabu kharajat. You won't say kharaju, right? Even the kharaju verb, I mean zahabu or whatever we had for singular, I mean plural masculine, you will use the singular feminine. Al-kilabu kharajat. It's actually she went out, right? But this is the dogs went out. The dogs went out. So it is used. And broken plural patterns also we've learned. Mafailu pattern like masjid, masajidu, daftarun, dafatiru. And this is what mafailu is ghair aqil plural. This pattern has no tanween. This pattern has no tanween. Okay. And we have some vocabulary here. Al-Funduq, hotel, Al-Nahr, river, Al-Bahr, sea, and Al-Ta'ira, plane, airplane. Al-Ta'ira, airplane. So this was a short lesson before we have the inshallah ta'ala. We have one more lesson, but it is the same lesson without which gives us a practice. Inshallah, we'll do it next week, inshallah ta'ala. So we'll end it today, inshallah, because we have short lessons. Next lesson is also short. Then we have 18th, 19th, 20. We have numbers where we learn 1 to 10 numbers, inshallah ta'ala. And inshallah, before we end, let's watch. I mean, I have some videos. Let's watch one video of the Quran, and then we can end, inshallah ta'ala. So I thought we can do some videos of the Quran at the end, so that we can connect to the Quran more. One second. Okay. And and this is the verse. Let's do an analysis of this verse, right? Analysis of before we leave, inshallah ta'ala. And that was in Surah. Let's search Iqab. That was Surah Araf, I think. No? Shadidul Iqab. Wa'alamu anna. Oh, it's in Anfal. Okay. So we'll do this verse 25, 12, 18, 24. Right? 1825. We'll just do this verse. Wattaqu this is an amr. This is a command. Wattaqu. And fear. Wattaqu. Fear. And this is vow. We learn amr in lesson 15, inshallah. Lesson 15, inshallah, in book 2. Wattaqu fitnatan is the object. And anytime a verb comes, generally we'll need an object. So wattaqu fitnatan. Fear what? A trial. La tusibanna alladhina zalamu minkum. Which will not strike. Tusibanna is asaba yusibu, and this noon will learn in book 3, the last lessons of book 3. This is called noon saqila. Okay. Asaba yusibu is to strike. La tusibanna alladhina zalamu. Which will not strike those who have wronged among you. Zalamu is again fail, like kharaju, zahabu. Alladhina is those who have wronged. Minkum, among you all. Khasa. Khasa is specifically, right? Exclusively. Right? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that this verse, that when people start doing wrong, when the fitna comes, then what happens is it will come on all of them, whether they've done the bad things or they've not, right? Because it comes on all the society. وَاتَّقُوا فِتْنَةً لَا تُصِيبَنَّ الَّذِينَ ظَلَمُوا مِنْكُمْ خَاصَّةً, right? Khasa. Because many people complain that why are children being punished and all that, because when the fitna comes, everyone whoever's near it will be engulfed in it, right? It will not come to only for the people who have done zulm, alladhina zalamu, right? It will come for everyone, and that's the sunnatullah. And people will be resurrected according to their deeds anyways, and the ones who have suffered because of this fitna, inshallah, they will go to heaven, inshallah. But the fitna, when it comes, it will come for all of them. Wa'alamu, and know, right? And know, wa'alamu, i'lama, I mean, alima ya'lamu, wa'alamu. This is also a command we'll learn in book 2, inshallah. Anna Allah, know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Anna Allah shadidul iqab, is severe in penalty, inshallah. So this is the, inshallah, this is the verse. So with this, uh, we can understand this verse. وَاتَّقُوا فِتْنَةً لَا تُصِيبَنَّ الَّذِينَ ظَلَمُوا مِنْكُمْ خَاصَّةً وَاعْلَمُوا أَنَّ اللَّهَ شَدِيدُ الْعِقَابِ. وَاعْلَمُوا أَنَّ اللَّهَ شَدِيدُ الْعِقَابِ. So let's watch this video while after knowing this translation properly, inshallah. Last time. Here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَعَلَمُوا أَنَّ اللَّهَ يَحُولُ بَيْنَ الْمَرْءِ وَقَلْبِهِ. Know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala comes between, intervenes. مَرْءِ وَقَلْبِهِ. So people should not get boasty and arrogant, thinking that I am on guidance or I am not in guidance, whatever. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala He can change the heart of anyone, right? And know that you will return to Him. You will be gathered, right? So Sharun is Hashara. Hashram is gathering. Shadid is severe and Iqab is penalty, inshallah. With this, we will meet next week, inshallah. Jazakallahu khair. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. ومن